once again, I'm gonna be completely honest. I've been asking a lot of friends. Primarily, I'm looking at my friends list to see if anybody has the emote, the emblem. And one guy, I don't think he's online anymore. No, there he is right there. Sundownen. I asked this guy, hey, what's a good way of getting that emblem? Because he's got it twice. You know, good on him. 994. The dude's really trying to keep up. And shout out to, even though it says 974, I know this player, her cloak is the only thing. I guess she's just wearing that for the old Reaper bonus. Or, that doesn't match up right. But okay, whatever. Lizzie here, she's actually managed to get to 1006 on power. So congratulations to her on that one. That's actually the highest on my entire friends list is 1006. So anyway, back to what I was saying. We talked with Sundown in a little bit. Or Sundowner. My vision is really blurry. I can vaguely read out his name. But I started messaging him. I was like, hey man, any tips you can give me for solo dungeon? He's like, well, aside from playing slow, smart, your real trouble would be the third encounter, unless you're doing the ball duplication glitch, which he did specify in greater detail that when you start the third encounter to dunk 2, drop your well, then dunk the rest. He also told me that it will take a little bit of practice, and also to never like give up, just keep on going, keep practicing. You got this. Like, he's giving me those good vibes, and I appreciate it. In terms of weapons, he did advise me to swap out the sniper for mountaintop for more damage, even though it still isn't one-shotting the knights or any knights for that matter. It still takes 3 shots to diss out an ogre. At range takes 4, but that's just whatever. This thing never misses unless you cannot aim for shit. So he basically just told me to play it nice, slow, calm, never get myself agitated like I have been in the past. He hasn't watched any of his streams. I haven't even told him that I've been streaming my failures. But like, anytime I ask somebody, it's like, hey, how did you got any tips for how you did that? The community is really nice. There's never been a single player that I've asked that has been like, oh, you just gotta get good and know what you're doing, man. It's as simple as that. Like, normally they'll actually give me full rundown, tips, tricks, advising me like, hey, here's a super you should use. Like, just use this super, fast recharge. You know, can get you right back into the fight whenever you need it. Also, again, if you guys are seeing it, my controller is still glitching pretty bad. I may just let this one die and grab the original Uncharted 4 controller that I have. You know, swap it over. I haven't used that one too much. I've mainly just been using the gold one ever since I got the gold PlayStation. And, yeah. On top of that, you know, it's a beautiful Monday. I have today off, so I thought, you know what? Let's just keep trying to do this horrendous bullshit. Because that's really all this is. This is like the biggest amount of bullshit I've ever done. I almost got past the first encounter. Like, I was so close, and then I fucked it up. See, I was actually going down to that tower, the one that glows up whenever, it basically the exit. So I was almost at the exit tower. So very close. And what happened was, I thought I was standing on the edge of the bridge, and I was aiming straight down like there was nothing below me, and that wasn't the case at all. So what happened was, I ended up nading my foot, and I was I was literally so mad, but at the same time, I was like, you know, I gotta get something to eat. It's like 3:30 and I'm actually really hungry. I also asked him, hey, if I end up getting disconnected or whatever, can I still load back in? He's like, nah. Unfortunately, it is solo. You have to, like, just one and done it. So, there are no checkpoints. I can't just... I really gotta get this whole sprint thing fixed. Like, I know it's just faulty controller on my part, but it's really annoying. Like, it's one of those things I just do not like at all. He also just told me, like, use Anarchy for ogres and these guys, because not only does it stagger them, it kills them. So we got, what was that, circle return, and what the hell is that one right there? I can't see it. H? No. Circle return and that equal sign. Okay, now I gotta be really careful in this area if I ever come back up here, because of those ads. See, that's what I liked using the sniper. I can easily just peek in from the doorway and see, okay, that's what I need. But now, that I've already gone ahead and fucked that up, I spawned in the Acolytes and the Thrall and everything. Fuck you. That didn't work. There have been a few attempts where I have outright just died with that knight, because I'm sure you can... Yeah, that right there happens. What I try to do is since I'm not using Voidwalker anymore, I'm using Well Radiance, you know, get that super to get myself some heals. Good God, it's just getting worse and worse commentary-wise. But no, this is one of those pain-in-the-ass things. I was going to try and just run a few practice attempts off-camera to see if I could actually get through this. That didn't work. So, around 4:15 is when I started this stream. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna stream it. We're just gonna go. And yeah, it's difficult. I mean, but I would very much encourage anybody to try. There's no shame in looking at something and saying, man, I don't think I'll ever be able to do that. Because that's all Destiny really is. It's like, Destiny is a big old game with a lot of shit, and there's always going to be people saying, this is too easy, I can do it by myself. And that's exactly how people were portraying the Shattered Throne. People started doing it solo because it's not really difficult. Yeah, the ogre fight is the only tricky part because of the mechanic, and you actually have to be fast with it. But people were still managing to do the entire thing solo. And I remember last night I explained how only this dungeon really has a solo flawless reward, if you will. And it's just an emblem. You know, it's nothing really too special. It's basically just saying, look what I did, I feel happy about myself. Whereas Shattered Throne, all you get from that is, you know, you can say you did it solo, but without the proof or anything, there's no emblem, there's no sparrow, no emote, nothing. You're basically just sitting there like, well, yeah, I did it solo, but like there's no way to really check it. And I mean, I could be wrong. There actually could be an emblem for it. I could be extremely wrong on that. So I'm just gonna keep resorting to this dungeon because it's the most recent one. We've already heard from Bungie. They've already said that they're planning on bringing out even more dungeons, more incentive for people to play more. You know, mainly the only reason people do this dungeon, it isn't for anything special. It's just for the It's just for the gear that you get at the end of the your clear. It's pinnacle gear that's a +2 light level to whatever spot it goes on. There's not very many chances for pinnacle rewards as of right now. One thing that has been established is the weekly rewards for Crucible, Gambit, and Strikes. All of those will be turning from powerful tier 2 to pinnacle rewards starting on Tuesday. So what a lot of people are saying is what you really should do tonight is farm up a total of 8 bounties for all 3 and just hold on to them until tomorrow. So that way, whenever the change is implemented, all you really have to do is just load in, turn in those bounties, and there you go. That's 3 pieces of pinnacle gear at the start of week 1. That is a total of, if I'm counting everything correctly, 24 bounties completed in the first few moments of the DLC as well. Which, I know a lot of people are going to look at that and go, oh, that's not too bad, that's not too good, it's kind of meh. Okay, that guy's pissing me off. Occasionally you guys are going to see the whole lack of a sprint fucking me up, because I'll end up just running through an area. God, that grenader's awful. You'll just see me running, and then all of a sudden my character will be brought to like a dead slow, and that's what happens. That is the curse of, you know, your sprint button going out. Okay, so it looks like we got, if that one light wasn't in front of that one rune right there, I'd be able to see it a little better, because all my shit is close range. But it looks to be, we got H, we got the equal sign, and then we got the pizza sign, which is 2 on that side and 1 on that side. I'm still waiting for the chance to get all of them on the same side, you know, like all 3 on one side and just go from there. But that's probably not going to be the case. That will never happen. But yes, we're going to go ahead and just drop to H, go to pizza, and then we'll take care of the equal sign last. And as we're going, we're going to kill off any ogres on the bridge that we can see. Why? Because those things are a massive pain in the ass. Even if you have your Well of Radiance on, there's going to be an instance where the ogres will just outright destroy you. Also, I don't know why I take the sword from the first area, because really, if you're going to kill the ads before you even go down there, what's the point? Missed that. I do have to be careful using the mountaintop, because yeah, this thing is a grenade launcher, and yes, grenade launchers shot at your feet will kill you. So you really do want to be a little, you know, want to be a little cautious as to where you're shooting it, how you're firing it off, all sorts of shit. And for some reason the ads tend to spawn up here. I don't know why, I really don't care. We're gonna see what our first boss is, and judging by the lack of everything I see, it is the knight. We're gonna take the knight out first. That's perfectly fine with me, because normally when I start this encounter, I'm like, oh god, I really hope it's not the wizard, or I hope it's not the knight. Like, most of the time I'm like, I want it to be the Shrieker, most of the time. And later in the dungeon, I'm sure everybody, unless you're like brand new to Destiny, you don't know a single thing about it, most players know the ending of this dungeon. The boss fight that has all 3 of these little mini bosses all over again. You know, it's not really anything special. But just a reminder as to what I said prior to everything. Ball duplication glitch. There is an artifact in this dungeon that you have to use. It's a little shadow orb. You pick it up in the second encounter, third encounter, and fifth encounter. Everywhere else, I don't see it anywhere else. So, what I'm going to be doing, there is an exploit in the game right now where you can duplicate said charge. It's a little tricky. You do have to learn it first off, but the only way you can practice it is really just in this dungeon. Ow. So your best bet for learning is to just play, grab the orb and just attempt to do it. It's really the only thing you can do. Yep, the ogre is still here, and I've got 5 shots. But yeah, even with all that damage that you just see right there, you got the detonation and you got the spike grenade bonus damage. It still takes a few micro missiles to take out the ogres. 3 of them in total. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, right? See, that's a perk of the anarchy. It doesn't explode. Now, if you leave it on the floor long enough, it will explode, but just shooting at an enemy or just laying a trap, they don't detonate immediately. They can be really helpful tools while you're playing. So again, as you can see, I cannot keep a full sprint going sometimes. My controller just wants to just throw it all away. We're doing the R1, L2, which, if you haven't swapped your button layout, it would be R2, L1. You really don't need to play passively. You can go balls to the wall with this guy. Hell, you can even just use your super only. A little bonus damage there. Do I recommend just grinding out and waiting for your super? It's a possibility. You can do that. I'm not going to say it's right. I'm not going to say it's wrong. It's a way you can play the game. Because in Destiny, there is no right way, there is no wrong way, there's just however you play. I'm going to go ahead and just diss the sword and lose that. There are ogres. Apparently there's one to every side, maybe. So there shouldn't be one here, but there is one down there. You don't see him yet, but trust me, there is one. And on the other side, there's one up there. One that you can just faintly see right there. You can see its eye moving. And then there's another one down on that bridge. There's 3 ogres to each side. Approximately 6 in total. And all of them are just annoying. Especially when it comes to me, I hate ogres in Destiny 2. I cannot stress that enough, especially while I'm playing this. And you'll see why I really hate ogres if we get past this first part. Because it's not that, they're just damage sponges. It's not that they're annoying or anything. No, it's the next encounter that has made me hate ogres about 9 times more than I usually do. And I don't like to bitch in games, I don't like to complain, because there's always something developers could do to make it worse. But the one thing I just cannot stand, for some odd fucking reason, is what Bungie was thinking for the second encounter of this dungeon. They're like, let's make a game of cat and mouse and make it to where the players have to be really careful. Like, yeah, that's exactly what people want. No, not at all. We don't want that at all. Also, if you're thinking of just, smacking on some major resist or whatever that perk is to just mod your weapon, make it do more damage against the orange health, yellow health enemies. proceed with caution while doing that, because with Mountaintop, it's already a pinnacle weapon. It's already doing more damage than a typical breach grenade launcher should. And the biggest issue of that is there's going to be a time or two or multiple where said gun isn't doing what it needs to do. Man, just listen to those angry ass ogres in the background. They're just pissed off because they don't have a line of sight on me. They can't kill me. I'm guessing that's the wizard in there, because I would have seen the ogres trying to shoot at me. Yep, it's the wizard. So, the way the wizard works, if you haven't seen it yesterday, you need to use the sword's heavy slash, which actually sends a projectile out. This heavy slash can be a good thing, a bad thing, or just could be a thing. There really is no in-between with this thing. Also, we don't see a sword bearer knight, or I'm probably looking right at it and I just can't see it. So when that happens, you want to try and spawn in close to the bridge, you know, just get close to it. The ads that really piss me off on the bridge will start spawning in as well. You can either kill the knight and ignore them. I strongly recommend killing the ads before you move on too far, because for some reason our guardians cannot handle being shot by snipers. Guardian snipers, acolyte snipers, it doesn't matter. We can't stand being hit by them. And the last thing you want is to have all three sniper acolytes grouped up and just fighting your ass a new one. So, as you can see, I just popped the healing rift there, made it a little easier on myself, getting an overshield while I'm standing in it. We're out of mountaintop ammo, so we're just going to be lighting them up with burst fires from recluse. It's not the best way, but it does work. It does its job. Unless you can't aim for shit, then, you know, you're just wasting ammo. But primary ammo is something that you get a lot of in this game, so it's really not... It's not a problem. You get more primary than you do your green ammo, your heavy ammo, so nothing to worry about. So, if you remember already, we cleared out the first tower, which is, I'd like to say that one up there. We're at our second tower, and our last tower is right over there. You can see there's another ogre walking all the way over there. You can see the outline of it. You can't see the other ads because you actually have to get somewhat close to it before they spawn in. And sometimes, if you go to the wrong tower, it's just going to be like the very first one we did, where it's just going to be, you know, certain ads are there, but it's nothing too surprising. It's just, you know, the first tower all over again. Kill out the ads, open the door, and it's just a sword bearer knight. We're going to go ahead and just save our mountaintop ammo for now. We're just going to launch 2 of these on him, or 1, because we missed the second one, as you can see out there in the distance. I'm just going to pick this up. I did explain to that friend earlier that there was a little glitch in the game right now where the ads will spawn in a second time. He is aware of it. He does, he has fallen victim to it a few times. And I also brought up that death barrier that took my ass out at the start of the run last night. I'm sure we all remember that. That was just going into the dungeon like, yo, what the hell? So for this, you want to use R1 if you haven't changed your button layout, or R2 if you change it to my button layout. Really, you don't want to miss your shots on this wizard. It does move around a lot, and it does take almost a full sword to end up killing it. It does have 2 other wizards in the area. You can either just ignore them, or chuck grenades over in their general direction to get them to fuck off. typically with wizards, they don't care. They're just gonna soak the damage anyway. That's what they always do. Now, YouTuber Badass Gaming has shown his little cheeky way of going through this encounter, and it's just to hug the wall and to just launch the projectile out. But again, as we can see here, I'm just like a little distraught because the main wizard that I have to kill is in the distance. I do not have a grenade to lob at that guy yet. And I've already lost 40% of sword ammo. So I'm just gonna wait for that one wizard to think that I'm dead. I'm gonna creep in on the side. If that wizard continues to light up my area, I'm just gonna lob a nade over at him and miss. Ow. Because that's not the wizard we have to kill. You can tell if it's the wizard you have to kill because it will have a golden health bar. Shit. All the wizards are still alive. Okay, I'm gonna back off a little bit here. See, I don't know, like, some people have all masterwork gear, which can give them, like, full stacks of 2 of the 6 character buffs. I don't have any of those, per se. I just have, you know, I just have discipline and resilience up there where they need to be. Because you really want to have, like, high defense. You want to be able to survive this. However, the only bonus defense you're getting is 10%. And yeah, 10% doesn't sound like much because it really isn't much, but it does stack up. It does help a bit. I have been getting a lot of recommendations saying, hey man, why don't you use like Hive Barrier or something. I was like, I don't have any friends to do the raids, and I don't have I actually don't have those mods. Otherwise, oh hell yeah, I'd be putting those on because those would be very helpful. That's a 50 plus shield, plus the 10 if you can get the resilience stack, giving you a total of 60 defense in total. Even though Hive Barrier is a cooldown, it's a very short cooldown because you get it every time you take damage from Hive abilities, Hive attacks. So something like wizards, ogres, I really can't say the knights, I can't say the acolytes, but most of the things that you have to end up killing, you'll be getting a 60% buff to your defense. Alright, so now our next tower is all the way over there. If I had more ammo in the sword, I would just glide across. However, I don't. So we're going to play it nice, casual, slow. Okay, yeah, see, whenever the knight respawns or whatever, that's when everything starts to flood back out. So say you've already been to an area to get a sword knight and you're at that area for a second, third time, the ads that you probably already killed or whatever, they're going to be back. And I mean, if I'm going to be rocking a well class, I should really just put on my own faction boots, but I don't like using them because it used to be just never reload, always fire, always get your damage out, and now it is more like faster reload, but not instantaneous damage, not instantaneous ammo. Okay, so we're going to pick this up, we're going to go back up. We got to get some momentum, we got to get some height, because while yes, you can technically sword glide, you can't sword fly. And with that said, you have to have the amount of height that you need to get where you need to go. See, for me, I could probably make it over there now, but the only problem is there's still that ogre in the middle of the bridge that I don't really want to fuck with. So we're gonna go about halfway. You know, we're gonna see what we can do here. Oh shit. Now this is the exit tower. We all know it's the exit tower because once you're here, or once you kill off all the guardians, oh shit. And there's the ads I don't want to fuck with. Do we have eyes on the ogre? Yes, we do. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take pop shots at the ogre, hopefully kill it. I don't know if Mountaintop is like an auto stagger for ogres whenever you kill them. We do know that there is a sword knight still on the bridge. We didn't kill it, so it probably just ran down somewhere. It's probably hiding. They always do this. As you can see, it's fully healed. Okay, yep, that was fun. Lucky for us, we didn't fall off the map. There is a little, there's a lift we can take to get back up. Probably get better eyesight on where that one knight is. Just... Shit. Okay, that's not good. So, what I dislike the most about just trying to outright kill these guys is if they despawn, chances are that the other acolytes and the other knights will respawn in. I don't know why, again, I picked that up, because we still got the ads to clear over here. So I'm probably just gonna drop the sword again. We're gonna try and get close, see if anything happens. The acolytes and stuff shouldn't respawn yet. We're just gonna go ahead and drop all this, and we're just gonna go ahead and clear out the ads. Why? Because I don't want to be fucking decimated on the last fucking one, the easiest freaking thing. I don't want to be just outright murdered on it, because that's what we're on. We're on the Shrieker. Shrieker should be the easiest of the three bosses to really fucking kill off, to be done with. They are technically the easiest. I really do have to keep an eye on my radar and the audio cue, because again, the last thing I want is for some stuff to spawn in that can just easily kill me. And that does happen more times than you would think. Also, what we're going to do is just pick up as much ammo as we can. We're going to kill off the ogres inside of this area first. Remember, this is the Shrieker, so there's 2 ogres in here. Yep, Shrieker's open. Ogre number 1. Normally I'm just like, you know what, fuck the ogres. I got a sword that basically reflects all damage, no big deal. Instead, with the ogres here, it makes aiming at the Shrieker incredibly difficult. At this point, I would be screaming right now, saying, dude, this is not good, I'm weak, there's probably ads spawning in, there's none. Also, another thing that's just another heads up here for next part. I'm not going to guarantee that we won't fuck this up somehow, some way, some form. You know, it can happen still. I'm going to keep my eyes over there, see if anything spawns. Doesn't look like it, nothing's on the radar, so I'm going to go ahead and just... Hey! Take my grenades! Don't deflect them! Ow. Okay, Tangled Web, POS, we don't really need that. just gonna hold the block as we walk in. The ogres aren't gonna mess with it much, so you can just see how this thing's health just disappears. This is by far the easiest one to kill. Little audio cue that tells you you've killed all of them, and now once we walk out of here, you will see that there is just this big old beam of light coming from that tower that's telling us, hey, go over there, kill the things, and you're golden, you're set. Now, I really don't want to fuck with these knights, but they're going to keep spawning because the game is coded to think that you always need the sword. So we're just going to go ahead and kill him. We're not going to just bomb rush in there. I made that mistake once. Not going to do it again. See, what happened the first time was, oh yeah, I'll just go in there and kill off whatever I can. Well, I didn't realize that I never killed the ogres on the side of the bridge. This asshole is really gonna piss me the fuck off. Okay, fuck you. Thanks for the ammo. There are knights, there are acolytes. What you really want to do is you want to take out the knights first. And then you just want to like kill off the acolytes and shit that spawn in. You know, just murder them. There's going to be a lot of them. So I would very easily recommend saying like, oh yeah, like, if you got like a grenade launcher or anything that does like massive ad damage, go ahead and do that. But if you really want to be efficient, just kill that knight first, wait a few seconds, everything despawns. There you go, part 1 finished. And we got a mask. I don't know if the armor from these chests is actually higher than what you've got, but as you can see, it is. We didn't get any mods, unfortunately. Even though they'd just be like nightmare mods, they wouldn't really help us out in the long run. So, again, our next part, I'm not happy. So, he also told me that the way he does this next part is to start by going from far left, far right, and duplicating the orb as you can. So, whether that be for me, pop my well and try to do the ball duplication while an ogre that you cannot kill is on my ass, which that is a thing. Also, for anybody who's curious, the doors are fake. You really just want to go down there. See, it's the only door that's got a green light coming from it. There may be others, but for me, it's always been that door right down there. There we go. PC players, I never know what happens. I don't know if they fixed the issue where if you try to just zoom through here at 60 FPS, you're gonna hit a kill barrier. I have never seen a kill barrier in this particular area myself, but every time I run this, I typically run it with a group. I've never done this part solo. So I'm going to give a brief little overview as to what this next part is. This is the pit. The pit is one of the scariest parts in this dungeon. Why? You have 3 gates. You need to deposit an orb in all 3 of them. And you have 3 ogres. These ogres are basically there to say, hey, you're gonna die because you can't kill us. And unfortunately, that's what those ogres do. They will guard this pit with their lives. So I'm probably going to pull my phone up and message that friend again saying, hey, I'm in the ogre part, best tips, what can you give me? Because this is the part that I told him, like, this is the part that scares me the most. And I have plenty of reason to be nervous about this part. This is the part of the dungeon that most people will say is a wipe fuel, because both this and the part immediately after are difficult. You need to really focus on how to do it. If you remember me talking last night about how the part after this is basically just like a mix of King's Fall with a little Easter egg scavenger hunt, yeah, you'll see why as soon as we get into that area. So, I don't know if, I can't remember if he sent me any tips for the second area or not. He probably did, and I probably just ignored them by accident, because that does happen. When you're messaging somebody who's done this before, and you're just like, "Hey man, I'm at that one part that's gonna give me nightmares and PTSD." At the same time, I guess I could try to message this other guy, who also did this. I'm just gonna move around a bit so the game doesn't think I'm going AFK. I don't want to go down there yet. Alright, so the tips that Sun gave me for this are just play it really slow. It's just a waiting game. In all honesty, you gotta wait for the ogres to run away. Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to this part. This is the part, again, I don't trust this area. Now, the third part that's immediately after this, I'm not a fan of either. And to make it much fucking worse, the fourth encounter is kind of like the very first one, where you just navigate through and you kill off ads. It's exactly like that. It can be extremely easy, it can be extremely difficult, it really depends. But for this, I don't know, like, I might cheese this area, I might do it legit just to show what you gotta do. If I die, I'm gonna have to start all the way at the beginning again, so let's hope that doesn't happen. Now, here's what's gonna happen. The minute we start this encounter is the minute I touch the floor. We're gonna hear a loud roar, the ogres are gonna spawn in, and you want to avoid the ogres like they're the plague. Why? You can't kill them, so that sucks already. And if you could kill them and they had like a respawn timer or something, I'd be like, yeah, that's fine, I'll just kill them and run through, but no. Bungie made it a little easier, or not really easier at all, but what you can do is there's little holes in the walls that you can actually jump into. They're little caves. Some caves will have knights and acolytes, and some will just be full of thralls. The thralls I'm not really worried about, that's what the recluse is for. The knights and acolyte one, however, that's where the trouble child really begins. And if you don't remember, there's only 2 banners that you can put in this entire dungeon. One at the very beginning, which we are long past, and one at the very end, before the boss. So, I gotta remember, I think it's drop down, run a little bit, and you'll find your first hole immediately, because the first ogre is gonna spawn that way. That's the way we want to go anyway. That's left, that's right. There's 3 doors separating us from the next room, and we have to get 3 orbs in there. I'll show all that if I can. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just spawn in, get in the hole, and not sure how this is going to work, if it's going to work, but as you can see, there's already something on my radar. We're just going to poke through here, like not really look through, but as you can see, something in the distance. There are ogres, and I desperately hate this. I hate this encounter so very much. I really fucking do. I'm just going to melee that. He did say to play it nice, slow, and, like, you know, play it really calm, really easy. The worst thing is when the ogres refuse to move. And if they know you're in a hole, they're just gonna guard that hole with their life. They're not gonna move, they're just gonna guard it. So I'm gonna poke my head out real fast. There should be an ogre down that way. I don't really want to test it. At the same time, this is just a little quick, you know, hide in the wall hole. Nothing special. Oh, some big's coming. Probably one of those ogres I was talking about. Yep. Now, you can't kill these ogres. They're immune. If you start shooting at them, they're gonna know that you're in this hole. They're gonna see you. So it really just becomes a game of hide and seek, if you will. Also, I've found that, like, the best way to really go through this isn't really crouch walking. So don't see me crouch walking and think, oh yeah, that's the easy way to go through it. It's not. Really, the best way to go through this is to just be very calm as you go. Expect to be surrounded by ads. It's going to happen. Some of these caves look like they go back to the main tunnel. They don't, so don't worry about that. If I can find the knight, that would be the best thing for me. Well, it's the echo coming. But no, what you really want in this encounter, from personal standpoint to just overall tips, tricks, etc., is 1, be careful. If you need to pop your well to stay alive, do so, or die immediately because thralls will smother you regardless. We fucked that up. First time in there and I fucked it up. That's a little upsetting. So, now you see that area is kind of a giant middle finger, if you will. It's gonna be a long day. Should really make a party and see if one of my friends was like try and solo this with me, so that way it's like limited suffering. You know, I'm actually gonna see if maybe Matthew's on. If he's on, I can actually get him into a party and we can just talk, you know, talk shit or whatever. I gotta find his shit first. I haven't messaged him in fucking forever. I'm not happy about how it didn't take me too long to die in there. I'm really upset about that, but that's just a curse of trying to do the whole solo flawless thing. You're gonna run into stuff like that. It happens. So we're just gonna keep on going. We're gonna hope for the best. It's really all we can do here. And I really don't have much to say after that. So I'm trying to see, like, if any of my friends want to get into a party or something. I'll probably, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and set that party up right now, because as y'all remember, I typically have a party going whenever I start these streams, so I don't like talking game chat. I don't piss people off. all that shit. Of course, Turtle would be playing Modern Warfare. Goddamn fucker. I'm just gonna go ahead and start a party. I'm gonna try and get some friends in here because there are people that I like to play with. You know, even if it's just talking with them, I enjoy talking with them. So we're gonna invite you, even though you're not online. You have to go all the way down to where Turtle is. You gotta talk to him, see if he wants on. But he is playing Modern Warfare, so he might actually have some people he's playing with. I'm not sure. And I don't have any friends on like my normal Destiny group that I can just say, hey man, you down to try something stupid? So hopefully we can get some people in that I know are good players. You know, they're very helpful, very nice. Let's see if we can get Turtle into the party. Maybe he'll join up, maybe he won't. It depends. I cannot tell what that bottom symbol is, I swear to all that's holy. It is circle. So we got pizza, return, and circle. So we got far, halfway, and all the way on the other side. This really does suck, I'm not gonna lie, because we actually have to drop from there to the next level down, and then all the way across. Oh shit. Okay, so it's the night. some reason I can... There's times where I can get all of the thrall to chase after me, and then there's times where I can't. But that's fine. We don't really care too much. The knight's just living life the way he usually will. Can't take fucking bullet damage, has to be killed by a sword, so he's just smiling his ass off with every bullet of recluse that passes by his face. Fuck. Do we have any more thrall in here? Yeah, we do. I also tend to want to get all these thrall out of the way because they do get really annoying. Never charge in here without killing the thrall. Because again, it's going to be like that failed attempt at the last thing I did, where it's oh, where the hell's that knight? I mean that ogre. Oh, there you are. Here, hold on to those for me. Thank you. And you. Hey. Come back. Come back. Ugh, chicken shit. Now, I'm not sure if this is one of the bridges where the ads spawn in whenever you're killing a knight. So I'm just gonna go for it. I'm starting to see why people are recommending this for this dungeon. Like, it's actually really helpful. Because you barely have to do anything. And it's very helpful, I'm not gonna lie. The Anarchy does a lot of good work. It's very helpful for various I need to kill this ad now situations. As you can see, just 2 bullets and that knight's just down. It may take a few seconds for it to click, but it is one of those things that you really just want. Alright, so you definitely want more than 40 bullets to clear out that one. Now, if you can remember, our next circle is down there. Which, again, I'm not really... It's gotten to the point where I'm okay with this first part. I don't hate it too much. I still hate it, but it's not bad. It could just be, you know, a little bit better. Oh yeah, and just a little heads up. For any of you in the Texas area who have Sprint, never come out to Forney, never come out to Terrell. Just stay away from those areas. Yeah, I'm just wasting my time. I should really just go straight for these. It's not like something bad's gonna happen. Again, there is no time limit here. You don't have to worry about all that shit. This is just how the game is supposed to run. This is one of those things that's supposed to be like a, I guess you could say a mini raid, if you will. Because that's really what dungeons are. They're just mini raids. I need like enhanced reload speed on this thing. Okay, so we killed off that one, that's good. Is there any safe spots behind us? There should be. I don't like that sound. That was a sword despawning, but that also sounded like a wizard put up its little field of darkness around you. That's like a sound D1 players remember. They will never forget it. They hate it. I don't know, like, when I start to pull comparisons from D1 and D2, I start to see that D1 was not nearly as bad. It was more forgiving. But that's definitely the one thing I've noticed with D2. D2, the ad types have been upgraded. They're, like that ogre, more unforgiving for the player. Wait, where'd that ogre go? Oh, there he went. He saw me moving, so he's like, I gotta change to a vantage point. We're also gonna just go ahead and kill the ogre. Because sometimes those ogres do like to just jump to where they don't want to. You don't want to see them. They don't want to see you. You know, they're just gonna jump around. Is he just? Yeah, he's dead now. There are acolytes below me, which is causing these little fiery explosions. Kill off those. That should be all the acolytes and shit here. The next boss is the wizard. The wizard is my next boss? Fuck. Yeah, it's the wizard, alright, because there it is. We're just gonna dip out of here, grab a sword, and move back whenever we have said sword. Okay, yeah, this is like the #1 issue with this. With this area, there's only one issue, and that one issue is all these ads like to spawn here. But if that that giant knight just falls off the bridge, then, you know, it's done. 2 times. 2 times. That's funny. Okay, we're gonna walk on the bridge again. Hopefully, get one that doesn't throw itself off the ledge like an idiot. Oh shit! Hi, hi. You might want to step back, buddy. So, again, we're not worried about this encounter per se. It's the other encounters I'm really worried about. I know I could have just unloaded so many more shots. Bungie just tweeted out 10 o'clock my time, system maintenance will occur. And the update won't be in place until after noon, so about 12 o'clock my time. We're in the United States Central Time, so with that said and done, yeah, you can begin downloading it at 11 Central Time, 9 o'clock, you know, Pacific, I think that's, yeah, PDT, and then the other 2 is just, you know, hours apart. It's not really specific, it's just easier to understand sometimes. Guardian, stop. You can rapid fire the sword, you bastard, do it. I don't really like this wizard area per se because of all the shit that's blocking your line of sight. Like, it could be better, it could be worse. There's always something players will find anything to really bitch at. We're just gonna block this shit off real fast. To really block a wizard shot, you want to crouch and block, so that way splash damage doesn't hit, because they don't aim for you, they aim for the floor. And if they aim at the floor, chances are they're going to end up hitting you anyway. 29 shots and a sword left. And our next area is all the way over there. What I could do is I could take one of the lifts, such as this one, and I can hover over there, which is probably what I'm going to do anyway. Because that's a bit of a far distance. That is quite a far reach. Sometimes you can just get a really nice tower that gets you either this high or even higher. But we're just gonna go from here. We're gonna just start going. As you can see, there's an acolyte there at that middle tower again. I don't know why, but it's there. You can't really do anything about it. What? I beg your pardon? Did that timer just drop from 2 to 0 immediately? Is that what I noticed? Of course, I gotta wait for all this crappy intro before the ghost wants to say, yeah, let's go to orbit. And currently I have something blocking me, so I can't really see if that bar is filling. But no, that's really annoying. That happens a lot. Tried to invite a friend, but I guess they either got off or the messenger app is being really glitchy. It's saying everybody's offline, whereas like they're really not. So we're gonna go scroll down some more, see if he's actually on or off. Yeah, he's still on. So I don't know why people are saying that Modern Warfare is so good. Really, I just don't like the game. It's really crappy, really shitty. Just, yeah, he's still on. The game's just being, I mean, the app's just being really stupid. God damn, this is just painful as all hell. I'm gonna try to invite somebody into the party, somebody I can talk with. The silence is killing me. Hey, Xena.
Hey, Draxus.
Yeesh, you sound tired.
I stayed up.
Why?
Look, I fell asleep in the middle of the day, and yeah.
Oh, messed up sleep schedule. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's fine though. I had a long talk with two people on Discord. Once I got off of Destiny, I talked with them on Discord.
And I'm
And
going to assume good talk?
oh fuck, man, we've been talking about our OCs. Holy shit!
Good talk.
It's a really good talk to a point that my character's Alice's dad and Kelvin basically said her full name.
Oh
He's
no.
mad, and he basically her full name is actually, I can't believe he actually did this. It's Aurora Borealis. Like, oh. He did it such a strong voice, and I'm like, I can feel it too. I can feel
You can feel the fear in the back of your mind, like, oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, I did some doodles, to be honest.
Hey, that's always good.
Yeah.
You're doing
Feels
something
like...
productive, and I'm doing something that's driving me further into sanity.
Oh, honey.
Have you tried to solo the Pit of Heresy? I don't think so.
No, I won't do that.
Why not?
I won't do that,
Why
to be
won't
honest.
you?
Because
Oh
why
fuck.
not?
Come on. Haven't you at least wanted to try it at least once? Or multiple times.
Mm.
Sorry, I've been going at this for the last hour, and it's just to the point where I need somebody to talk to, or I'd like to have somebody doing this like alongside me, but not in the same fire team.
Mm.
Like it's gotten to that point because it's fucking brutal. I don't know why I keep subjecting myself to this. I guess it's just one of those, if you want something bad enough, you'll do whatever you can to try and get it. But now, how is everybody? Have I missed anything? You probably haven't. I guess another good question is, do you have off day today, or are you working the next, like, hour?
Often.
Off day, thank gods. You deserve that. Yeah, typically on my off days, it's more of a, do I have the free time to play Destiny all day, or should I do something around the house so I'm not bitched at? I chose the latter and was like, fuck it, I'm playing Destiny today. So you actually gonna try and wait until later tonight to try and sleep, or what's the deal?
Tonight I'll be doing some Destiny.
Well, that's great, but you better get some fucking sleep.
I will. Here it is. I'm gonna give you the shit post I had when I was talking with them.
Oh no. Screenshots?
Nah, just the drawings, to be honest.
Oh, I thought I was just gonna get like
We
a
did voice
shitload of
chat. We
screenshots.
did voice chats. We did a voice chat roleplay.
Oh yeah, I forget you do that.
Mhm.
Alright,
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
posting a lot of stupid shit right now.
load up on everything.
Yeah.
She look angry.
The thing is, though, they're fighting over one person, literally. Cookie and Alice are fighting over one person. Yeah, and this is them right here.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh, that's the second time that's happened to me. God damn it.
yeah, there
Blew
it is.
myself up.
And oh no, here it is. And here's Alice when her name was fully called.
I'm just expecting wide-eyed oh shit face. Eh, close enough.
Close enough, because she was still in
That's
her feral state a little bit, and
fuck.
and she's like, shit. And the thing
Yeah.
is, me and both of them we're like talking like Kelvin, and I was Alice, and there's Cookie, and then all of a sudden my friend was like, you know, this feels exactly like Lion King. I'm like, holy shit, it is.
I can see the
Oh
I can see that.
yeah, because when he said Aurora Borealis, we're going home, and like asking, can you please take Cookie back to her home? I was like, oh, this is so totally Lion King. I mean, goddamn.
I really hope. I'm just gonna go ahead and outright say this. I hope that this next season has some decent story missions to start us with.
Oh yeah.
Because I saw the roadmap. I'm not really pleased that we have to wait almost a month and a half for for certain stuff. But I mean, hey, it's whatever. Half of the Bungie studio is literally working from home right now.
Yeah, because of the coronavirus.
Yep, the thing that everyone starts saying, drink a shitload of alcohol, you'll be fine.
No, no.
No, I'm saying the increased alcohol levels in the body kills off the virus. Because here's the thing, this virus isn't new. It isn't. It's been around in cattle for years. It's just now spread to the human race.
Mm,
So I mean,
this.
they've already got a one up there. They've got a cure for it. They just haven't tested it on any body. Because, you know, humans and cattle are two separate groups, and something can always go wrong. However, I'm just laughing my ass off because nobody's buying Corona anymore. They're afraid that's part of what's causing it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, their sales have plummeted just horribly. And almost every place I go to that actually sells beer and everything, Corona's off the shelves. There's literally just a contagion sticker over where it used to be.
Wow.
People are fucking assholes.
Mhm.
But I mean, I don't like the shit. It doesn't taste good to me. So,
The thing is, I don't drink beer, so
yeah, I don't blame you there. Most of the time, I'm just like,
I'm
yeah,
pure.
nope.
You
Excuse
know,
me? No, the
no, there's a
fuck
lie.
you are
There's
not.
a lie. Well, yeah, you.
There's
Yeah,
a
you.
big lie there. I know damn well that's not true.
Oh come on. I am pure. Well, pure from
Bullshit!
but no, I mean like pure from like alcohol and smoking because I can't do all that.
And drugs.
And drugs, yes. But I only use drugs when if it's prescribed to me.
Those don't
If
count as drugs.
those don't count? Okay. Okay, good.
No, silly. Prescribed medical vaccinations and shit don't count as drugs. Prescribed antibiotics don't count as drugs. That counts as medication.
Okay.
So you're in the clear there.
Alright, that's good, because I'm trying to remain pure just like that. I mean,
You're sort of pure, so please, for the love of Christ, stop saying that you're trying to remain pure.
I just want to be pure.
You're not pure. Everyone in that group chat will say it now. You're far from it.
It's not like my name is God Sinner.
Yet it really should be, knowing you. Let's see, how many gods from different games have you sinned?
Too many.
All of them.
Oh my god, please don't call me out.
I only call you out because it's cute.
Fuck you.
Hey, let's just dig up the past real fast and bring up something you really despise.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
No,
Which
stop.
which one do we want to start
Stop.
with? Forsaken or
No.
Warmind?
No, god fucking damn it, stop.
Which one do you want to talk about?
I don't want it. Stop it. That was in the past. Stop.
It's in the past, it defines you. You are basically a shipping sinner.
Fuck you.
You know it's true.
Oh my god.
You can't deny it. It's true.
No, I know. It's stuck with me.
I've got a mom that's a sinner, and I'm perfectly fine with it.
Be glad.
Why should I be glad? I'm actually really okay with it.
And I'm happily drawing my Warframe character again. Wow.
Damn, that's actually a stretch.
And I mean, I'm doing it by a memory, and and guess who I'm drawing? Cake.
See, you gotta remember something. When it comes to your characters, I know about half the Destiny ones and half of the Hollow Knight ones. Anything else, I don't know.
Yeah, because I didn't work on them more, to be honest.
Yeah, I need to... I've actually made a big mistake at work the other day.
What did you do?
So, every now and then, some of the people up front, the waitresses, will actually draw something on a whiteboard That's right
Mhm.
there. Like, it's usually to say who's in charge of cleaning what, that kind of fun shit.
Mhm.
Somebody drew a little middle finger and nobody realized it. So I come out from doing dishes and I see it immediately. And I'm like, all right, who drew the middle finger? Both the managers look at each other, then they look at the whiteboard and they start laughing. And they're like, okay, seriously, who drew that? It's awful. And one of them looked at me and was like, you fucking drew that. And I was like, whoa, pump the brakes there, Haas. Let me pull up my drawings and show you that ain't my ugly shit.
Why did you do that? Did you show the safe work?
I never show the NSFW work because I only
Good.
have two NSFW pieces that I have done, and both of those are in secure folders that need passwords to unlock.
Damn.
No, I just showed my old, like some of the stuff I'm really proud of, like the Five Finger Death Punch picture I did, that request picture, the My Chemical Romance one. Showed that
Mhm.
to them, and my mistake there was the one sentence that every artist fears whenever somebody starts to say it. And you know
Can you draw for
exactly,
free?
not
Oh.
just that, not just
What?
that, close, but not just that. Can you draw me? Because that's the one
Yeah.
thing I hate to
No.
hear. I hate hearing, can you draw me? Why? Because I need to be in a mood to draw, I need to know what I'm drawing, and I need to have it in my mind for a while. Otherwise, it turns out like crap. And it's why, with as many friends of mine that are artists, I never say, hey, if you're done in dumps, feel free to draw out anything that, sparks your mind or anything. Because that turns into. It sounds like the person saying that is requesting that they get drawn. And we all know that's definitely the last thing I'd want to say to any of them.
Mhm.
Like, I'll actually talk with artists and I'll be like, alright, do you have any ideas? Anything that's kind of just in your mind right now? Even random? I'll say that. Because it pokes at curiosity. It's not like, yeah, like, I've got an idea, but I can't draw it. Would you like to give it a shot? Because again, that sounds really dickish. So of course, one of the managers comes over, and is like, "Can you draw something for me?" And I was like, "Oh shit." I just pulled the whole I've been dealing with art block for months and I really can't draw anything right now card.
To tell you this, I'm following with my mom's advice of drawing something for
Um.
a big company.
Oh no.
Because last time I did that, out of my like goodness of my heart and everything, I got in like a $5 Jamba Juice card.
Only $5?
Yeah.
That's kind of sad. No offense.
Yeah, I told my grandma, I told my sister, I told my mom, I told my dad. They're like,
What the fuck?
stop that. Literally, they like stop that. And they're gonna ask me again to draw. I'm like, yeah, I hope you keep on saying that, but at the same time, I'm gonna be leaving pretty soon, so
It's like, if you're gonna ask me to draw something for you, y'all best be paying, because these hands ain't free.
because the thing is, they did say that they're gonna put me on a shift just to make sure I draw only come in for that shift just to draw on there.
I mean, it's actually really bad when you actually break it down, so.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I don't think I can do this.
Yeah, I mean, especially when that's basically saying that they're forcing you to draw, because that's the number one thing that a lot of artists suffer with is when they start drawing a lot, one, they run out of ideas. When they run out of ideas, the art block starts to kick in unless a new idea comes out that isn't already something they've done. And the long term effect of that is just sitting there questioning what to draw. Basically wasting time and not doing anything about it. And I'm not saying this is like a dickish way of saying it, I'm saying it because I've fallen into that. Because remember, I ask people, it's like, hey, what would y'all like me to draw? Like, I need ideas. But, like, I dwell on them too long, and I never get them done. Because I'm not gonna lie, I actually would like to get better at drawing various things, you know, start drawing stuff I've never drawn before. It's just that case of I don't know how or when I'm gonna do it. And it really sucks. Because I'm getting ideas again. That's the best part about it. I just don't plan on really drawing them. I can't draw them out. Got no foundation and nothing to really go off of. When did you start making cat noises?
I've been doing that.
I guess I'm more familiar with the little bird chirps. Yep, those.
Yeah. Also, here is the doodle I did of my cake.
That sounds wrong. Just a heads up the way you said that.
Shut up.
Oh, I can't help it. I hear something wrong, and immediately my mind goes there.
That's fucking yeah, that's why you can't have nice things.
I'm a captain. We never got nice things. We get fucking throwing knives to the head. Because people like to watch the ether pour from our necks. It's weird. Disturbing.
Oh, shit. I
What's
know
wrong?
my mom said that to not call them
To not call who?
the jury duty.
Are you trying to get out of it or something?
My mom is gonna try to get me out of it.
Yeah,
'Cause
good
I'm not
luck.
supposed- my mom said that I'm not supposed to be in it because for one thing only. Disability.
Well, I mean, there's actually a website you can go to, and on the card itself, it actually tells you, hey, go to this website to schedule it or whatnot. And I've never been convicted of a felony, but I have been taken to court on a Class C misdemeanor. So,
What's that?
one of the lowest fucking forms that can get your ass either sent to prison or doing community service.
Oh.
But it was also just removed from my file completely. So, while yes, I can say I've gone to court for something, I can also say that I've never convicted of a felony. Even if said felony was light theft. Oh, shut up. We all do stupid shit.
I know we do. I know I do. Oh.
Damn it, damn it, Axis. You want to say I'm the reason why we can't have nice things? Bullshit. Read what he just sent.
I know. That's all.
I'd say, get off my ass. I find it a little entertaining how back when all this started and, you know, the whole group chat and everything, we had a very slight Destiny-esque RP going on. The thing has been touched in months, and it's basically been forgotten.
Oh, really?
Don't you remember it? I can't even scroll back up to it because I can't load up all those messages.
Yeah.
And it's part of the old chat that I left because I was pissed.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about that. Instead, all I talk about right now is how this dungeon is really pissing me off. But I'm determined and hard-headed. Probably not the best way to be playing Destiny right now. Fuck. Yep, not the best way to be playing
I
Destiny.
should probably get myself something to eat.
That would be a smart idea.
Because I did just wake up at 1 p.m.
That would be a smart idea.
Nah, I'm craving for some Oreos and milk and cookies right now, so.
Well, it's
Oh,
still
wait, I'm out of
food.
milk.
Oh,
Come
hey, I
here,
mean,
Traxxas.
whoa, whoa now. You do know that's not gonna work, right?
I know, I'm just fucking with you. And what should I eat, though? Because the places that I like to eat, I don't want to eat there anymore.
That's not good.
It's, I mean, remember when you remember what I always do during at night? I always go to the taco truck
Yeah, you were
for
telling me how
burrito.
you've lost the taste for it.
I lost the taste for it.
See, that's upsetting.
I'm very upsetting.
No, you're not. You're adorable.
Mm,
Climb onto your roof and yell, "I am adorable."
no,
Why, scared of heights or just can't get on the roof?
I'm not scared of heights. Just I can't get on the roof.
Oh, the point still remains. You're adorable. Seriously, I actually ended up embarrassing myself at a friend's house yesterday. You know how hard it is to get people to finally stop saying that you're cute?
A lot.
So goddamn difficult to the point where it doesn't always work.
I want to fucking die every time someone says I'm cute.
Yet, if somebody says that your character is cute, it's just complete 180.
Mm.
Nah, because one of my friends doesn't live with his family anymore. He moved with another friend down to Hempstead, Texas. Basically the most old-ass part of Texas I've seen. And his sister was feeling down because people have been, like, chewing her ass out on stuff that she really has no control over because he was the reason why she's doing it.
Mm.
It's a house full of gamers, pagans, you know, anything weird can happen. So I'm just sitting there, and she's going off about... Her mom said she was adorable or some shit, and she just kept saying no. Mother turns to me, and's like, "Dylan, would you like to speak up on this?" And I was like, for fuck's sake, fine. Because she knows I deal with the whole people calling me cute shit, and I just can't stand it. So I finally just said, and quote, "Fuck it. You know how long I've had to deal with people saying I'm cute or some shit? Look, you're adorable. That's the end of the story." And her immediate fucking words were, "Nah, that's just you." And I was like, "Listen here, you little shit. I pulled a you."
Oh no.
And then it just started going into a fuck you, fuck you match. And I ended it pretty quickly because I'm the only one with the balls to do the whole inverted cross with middle fingers thing. Because I looked at her and was like, "The underworld says hi!" As I'm doing it. Her mother's just laughing her ass off. Like, here, I remember, this is a family I used to live with. The ones that if I was actually able to drive down to visit them more often, I would. Because that is just a nice place to be. Even if my friend isn't there and all that fun shit, it's still a really nice place to be.
Also, hey, another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, from the side of all this, I did a voice roleplay argument with someone last night.
Oh no.
I was voice acting as Naira, and
Mom.
my friend was voice acting as Kelvin. And they're both husband and wife, and they're bickering about their daughter, Alice, who keeps on finding honeycombs even though she just ate her quota of 15. And she's only supposed to have 3. They're arguing over that.
Bitch, you don't control my life.
And the thing is, though, that they're arguing. Then all of a sudden, he got to the point, and she was like, "I got to the point too, but I'm gonna argue a little more. But at the same time, I don't want to, and I'm late for my meeting."
Mm.
and 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 the third person whose voice role playing as Acid basically was like, "Oh no, they're arguing."
Just grabs headphones, start listening to something else. They're arguing. I don't want to be a part of it.
He just the thing is though that they come to a standstill of like, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, like a mutual agreement.
Yeah, mutual agree, and they basically talk to Alice saying like, hey, like we're gonna settle with your diet. Literally, like you only get 3. 1 after breakfast, after lunch, after dinner.
Oh, someone finna get fucking shot.
It just, and basically was like, okay, you get what I'm saying? She was like, can I have this honeycomb now? Did you eat your lunch?
Maybe.
Then no.
If I was there, I'd been like, yes. Clearly hasn't eaten for like the last 24 hours. Can we just go back to talking about how ogres have like the most destructive tears in the entire galaxy of Destiny?
Well, yeah.
I get it, they're just fat thralls, but come on.
They're very enlarged thralls.
They're just fat. That's all it
You know,
is. They're
I keep on
chunky.
saying fat to one thing, and guess what it is?
What?
A fucking goldfish that is fat as fuck. And I'm like, fat!
I have a feeling I've probably seen said goldfish. Actually, it's not even a probably seen. I'm sure I've seen said goldfish that is engorged. But yeah, new light level for Season of the Worthy is 1000. So, partial yay? God damn it. Can I stop blowing myself up? But yeah, Zeno, go get something to eat. You need it.
I was muted the whole fucking time, but hey. Shut up. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Get some foods.
I will.
So you know, I swear to God, if you come back with a cup of water, I'm going to kick you.
Maybe I will.
Get some actual food.
I have poor health choices, honey.
And so the fuck do I, and I'm diabetic.
No, let me get a smooch. You're such a good boy.
Yes, a good boy that's been suffering for the last 2 hours.
Yes. Alright, I'm gonna BRB, okay?
Okay.
Just give me like about 30 minutes because I'm gonna be taking a shower as well.
Alright, Mom. See you in a few.
Alright. 30 or 40 or an hour. I don't know.
If it's 2 hours later and you don't come back, I'm gonna be upset.
I'm sorry, baby.
I said 2 hours.
I'm sorry, baby.
God damn it.
Alright, BRB.
See you later.
time.
I'm gonna say, ah!
Sorry, I had to take a small break and do something.
That's fine.
Oy. I swear on whatever life I have left, I'm going to get this done before reset. Which means I'm going to be so tired and so pissed when I get up to work tomorrow.
I realized I was muted the whole time.
Hmm?
You sure you really want to value more of your time on this before the reset? You know
I'm
you have work
stubborn.
tomorrow?
Come on, Bird. You should know all captains are stubborn.
No, it's mostly you that are stubborn.
Hey!
I'm just stating the facts.
Yes, throw me under the bus.
Yeah, I will gladly throw you under the fucking bus.
Why? What did I do to you?
No, no. Stubborn, that's all.
I swear I'm going to assault you with so many hugs whenever I finally meet you.
Don't assault me. Oh my fucking.
Hmm?
Don't.
Hmm?
No, motherfucker.
I'm going to.
God damn it.
You're gonna get all the hugs. Whether you like it or not. So don't even try to resist them. Yeah, you're right. I really don't want to be up stupid late. I'd actually like to wake up, start the download of this DLC, go relax a little bit, then get on as soon as it's done. Because maintenance begins at 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock your time. Download becomes available 9 o'clock your time. And then servers open back up 10 o'clock your time. So, transferring that to Central Time, maintenance at 10, download at 11, everything else at 12. I swear, I'm starting to think I actually should have gone to college, but I really hate schooling. Because the only jobs around here are fast food related, and they pay you fucking dirt ass cheap bare minimum. Which is bullshit. I'm not a fan of it. Like, if I actually had the freedom to do so, if the old GM was still at the store I used to work at, not the one that I had and hated, but the one that I actually got hired onto with, I would happily go back to Arby's and say, hey, is there any possible way I can get my job back? Because I'm not gonna lie, I miss getting paid over $500 every 2 weeks. As opposed to like 300 and a half. Mom, if you need to go take a nap, go ahead.
I'm doing the mission right now.
Oh, what you doodling? Yes, the silence tells me many a thing. I guess the better of all questions would be, what did you find to eat?
Burger.
Burger. You chose burger over nuggies.
Yes.
Alright. Well, I'm glad you're eating something. What the fuck? Something wrong?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I don't believe. I don't believe. You need to realize something, Burb. One, I worry about you a lot. Two, the other two children worry about you a lot.
I know.
So the one thing that we'd all really like to ask of you, don't hide anything from us, alright? Like, we're here for you. Because we care. We care a lot. Even if we don't care about ourselves, we still care about you. I know, not a good thing to say, but it's the truth. I mean, after all, if it wasn't really for you, I probably would never have met the other two anyway.
Food is on the way.
Hmm? What was that, Mom?
The food is on the way.
Oh, you ordered and having it delivered. Okay. Again, I'm glad you're eating. Oh, I love the anarchy. Is there anything I can do for you? Come on, I'm sure something.
I'm gonna wait out for my food.
Okay.
I'm very grumpy right now. So.
It's okay, Mom. I'll be here when you get back. Yay!
This computer. I'm gonna be quiet for a while, so I'm eating.
Okay.
Draxus. Draxus.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go now.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have
No,
to
it's
go focus
okay.
on this piece. And a friend wants to, like, have a long personal conversation talk on
Ah,
Discord, so,
okay.
yeah.
Alright, well, it was nice having you in the party for a while.
We should hang out more. Are you on tomorrow?
I'll be on up until about, like, say 2:30 your time, then I'll be going to work.
I'll be up around that time. I have a weird thing of, like, waking up really early, so...
Alright, well,
So,
who knows, maybe before the download, if I'm actually awake and not passing out,
mhm.
maybe we
Well,
can
I'll meet
talk.
you there. Yeah, I'll meet you there.
Yeah, just keep an eye open. I may have a party up, I may not. But if I'm
Okay.
online, don't be afraid to just shoot me an invite. I'll join up.
Alright, well, it's nice talking to you again.
Mm-hmm.
You be good, alright?
I won't get into any trouble.
Love you, my son.
Love you, Mom.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cutie.
Hey.